Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it always cracks me up when I get subscribers or viewers who make a statement like this when I talk about people getting excessively lean being promoted in the community being a health risk just like obesity is. And it really reminds me of when we talk about models, like female modeling. The same argument is now being carried over to men's fitness lately on the internet, and it's really ridiculous because you know how when we talk about plus size models versus these waifishly thin models, every time you see the plus size models, and some of us come out like me and say, hey, this is promoting something that's not healthy. This is not something we should be promoting. Some of these plus size models, some of them are obese and they're promoting and glorifying obesity. And people always argue, well, it's better than the waifishly thin ones. And the answer is no, it's not. It's silly. You don't have to be at extremes. You don't have to go from one unhealthy extreme all the way to another. You don't have to be a waifishly thin anorexic model or a plus size model. You could actually put women in the normal range up there and most men would find them perfectly fine as far as being attractive. You could put healthy women up. Well, the same argument applies here in the fitness world. Guys are making the same argument that people are making towards female models of, well, if you're not ripped to shreds and down under 10% body fat and single digit body fat, then you just have to be obese. No, you actually don't, guys. You actually do not have to pick one or the other. There is a massive range that is absolutely healthy, considered to be medically healthy. You could stay between 10 and 20% body fat as a man also. That's another option. And virtually all medical doctors will agree that is the healthy body fat range for men of most age groups. You could go as low as 10% and be perfectly healthy for the majority. And I understand there's a few genetic outliers. You can go leaner and still maintain good blood work, but they're the exception to the rule. Just like there are men who can go above 20% body fat and still have good blood work if they're active enough and they have a genetic predisposition for that. But they're also the exception to the rule. Just because there's exceptions to the rule doesn't mean that we say, well, it's okay for men to get obese also, because some of them will be okay on their blood markers and health. Well, the majority won't, just like the majority of men who fall under 10% body fat won't be. But guys, we don't have to go to these crazy extremes. There doesn't need to be this hyperbole there. We can stay between 10 and 20% body fat. In fact, Lyle McDonald has been saying for many, many years that the sweet spot for guys who want ideal body composition, athleticism, strength to weight ratios is to stay between 10 and 15% body fat. That is totally doable. In fact, someone could actually go through bulking and cutting phases every single year if they were so inclined and stay in that range. In fact, a lot of men will have up to a 15-pound and in some cases 20-pound body weight variation while staying in that actually small range. It seems like a small range to you is not. You have to realize that that can be actually 10 pounds of body fat difference and up to another 5 to 10 pounds of water weight fluctuation as your body fat goes up and down. So one man could actually weigh between 175 and 195 back and forth throughout the years if he's holding a near maximum amount of muscle for a drug-free guy, and he could actually stay in the 10 to 15% range with a pretty large variation in body weight. So people could actually bulk and cut successfully and stay inside that ideal goal and range for strength to weight ratios, body composition, things like that. There's no actual need to be at the extreme. So when people make these arguments of, well, you know, I'd rather, no, you wouldn't rather. Why would you take risks like that? There's no need for you to be unhealthy, and there's no need for you to say, well, if you're not going to do this one unhealthy body composition goal, then you're just going to go to the other automatically. It doesn't work that way. We need to quit thinking that way as a group, and we need to deter that type of thinking. And instead, let's just focus on being healthy and being fit. And let's just stay in the healthy range, which is pretty large. There's no need to go outside of that range for anyone if your goals are health or fitness. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.